Hey guys, and welcome back. It's good to have you with us. You're joining me in the truck. We are about to head out and fuel up the truck, and we're going to be heading over to the horse stable to pick up Argento. Just waiting. My mom is actually going to be coming with me on this one because, of course, it being Argento, this is her horse, so she's going to want to be part of the process and everything included. So she'll be with us, and we'll see. Maybe she can even tell us kind of what's going on, give us the background on what's going on and why we are going to Cornell, which is a 2-hour and 40-minute drive one way. So we've got some driving we're doing today. So guys, this video ended up sadly taking a turn for the worst. While waiting at Cornell University to be able to get RJ that procedure, which would hopefully save his eyesight, I really haven't had any opportunity to give you guys really much context because there was a whole lot of unknowns. As you guys know, Argento is my mom's horse. And so mom was with me in the truck and talking with her after the fact, right before I talked to you guys here. She is comfortable with me sharing all this information with you guys. Argento was diagnosed with a disease. It is called uveitis, U-V-I-E-T-I-S. It's basically a disease that is inside the eye and attacks the eye, and the symptoms, of course, is that it eventually makes the horse go blind. I'm not going to be going into the in-depths of the science and the medicality of the whole thing, but pretty much it's a disease that's caused by bacteria, specifically called leptospira, and apparently it's common in deer urine. This is a tricky thing that you're not really able to control because you can't control wild animals and where they urinate. And it also, this does not affect every single horse. Some horses won't have any effect from this in any way, shape, or form. Apparently in the Northeast, this can be a problem. This bacteria, leptospira, can cause uveitis, and uveitis is where the horse will go blind. And sadly, that is exactly what Argento got diagnosed with. While we were there, the veterinarian, very professional team there at Cornell, were very happy with how they were treating us and everything like that, brought out that Argento's eye was so badly inflamed and that he is on the verge of going blind. And he's only 12 years old, which is not a good diagnosis at all. And so they suggested that he stay at Cornell University until Tuesday. And they're going to try and see if they can get the eye's inflammation down so that the veterinarian can look into the cornea of the eye, into the pupil, I believe, of the eye, to see into the back of the eye if Argento can even get the medicine that would hopefully fix this issue. There is a medicine that can fix it. The medicine is sadly toxic, but apparently it will kill this bacteria, this leptospira. If it works, there is a chance Argento will actually be able to regain his eyesight and he'll be fine. But it's not a 100% chance. So there is a chance that Argento's eye is so badly damaged that he won't be able to receive the medicine and we won't be able to prevent him from going blind in his eye. This is not the same thing that happened with Samson. What Samson had was a different thing. Samson had a carcinoma. Something was cancerous that was developing in his eye. Argento has a bacterial infection in his eye. These are two completely separate things that have come up, sadly. My mom took it pretty hard, not gonna lie, which is why we're here at a completely different day and I am just talking to you guys. This is not the normal style of content that I like to do. I like to show you guys the day. I like to show you guys the animals and the daily routine of taking care of them. But our channel has grown tremendously over the years. And with that growth, I feel comes honesty and transparency. So I want to be very open and honest with you guys about, yes, taking care of horses is a beautiful thing. But the downside, of course, is that you get very close to these animals. And when bad things happen to them, it can affect you in a way that normally wouldn't, right? With Argento, it was kind of heartbreaking. When we went in to say goodbye to him before we left, he was already drugged up a little bit for them to take a look into his eye because he is sadly experiencing pain. The drugs, of course, will help with that, but he perked up immediately upon seeing my mom. I've never seen a horse react that positively with that much medication on seeing their owner. He was so happy to see her. When she went in the stall with him, he basically just wrapped his head right around her and hugged her as best as he could. And you could just see he was happy and calm, which, considering the circumstances, was heartbreaking. And of course, sad for me to see, being that it's my mom's horse. So we gave Argento and my mom some time there. I did not film it. I did take some pictures, but I will not be displaying those. Those are for family use. After some time, we went to leave, and the second that mom left, he started hollering as loud as possible. It was tremendously loud. He did not want her to leave him, which made for a sad ride back with an empty trailer. So that's what's going on with Argento right now. As I film this video, I have no new information for you. But what's gonna be happening moving forward? Today is Sunday, May 4th. For all my Star Wars fans out there, by the way, may the 4th be with you. But on the other side of things, we hope to find out by tomorrow, May the 5th, or Tuesday, May 6th, if Argento is a good candidate for this. If Argento is not, I have no information for you. Once I learn what's going to be happening, I will then pass that on to you guys. Best case scenario, Argento is a good candidate for this, and they are able to inject his eye. They have to take a needle, go into the eye, all the way to the back of the eyeball, and inject this antibiotic medicine into the back of his eye, hopefully killing the bacteria, preventing the infection, saving his eyesight. That's best case scenario. And then we're able to pick him up on Tuesday, which will be an awesome video, and that will be the next video you guys see, providing the best case scenario takes place. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the vet has been transparent with us. She said there is a chance that this can come back. It is a small chance, but even with the best case scenario, there is a chance that it could come back with him. Being a realist, his eye is pretty bad, and he already has cataracts developing in that eye, so there is a chance that he might not be able to get that. I have no idea. If he ends up losing his eyesight, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, if we get there. So, I'm very sorry. I think that things are pretty awful, basically anywhere that you live. And so a standing theme of my videos is that I try to encourage and entertain. That is why I'm silly. I know some of you find it a little too goofy from time to time, but that is my personality. That is who I am as an individual. I try to make you smile and make your day just a little bit better. That's my goal every single video. Educate, entertain, excite, any of those things, all the E's. So this is not that video. This is a bit of a dose of reality and what's happening with us. These kinds of things we would normally keep private and not talk about, but considering the growth of the channel and the fact that I believe that you guys appreciate the transparency and that it makes you guys feel a little bit more connected with our stable, more interested with what's going on, and that you know that what you're seeing is real. This is not fake. I hope you guys appreciate it. I'm sorry that the style of content isn't as diverse as I'm trying to keep it to be. I also apologize for the length of this video. I was not able to control it or make it longer or shorter than it actually was. So it is what it is. If you guys are curious with what's going on, remember, hit that subscribe button. It will notify you when the next video comes out. Hopefully the next video is us in this truck, hooked up to the trailer, heading up to pick up Argento with the news that the operation, or I should say the procedure, was a success and we're fine. But whatever the case is, I'll have more information for you guys in the next video. As for the actual disease, uveitis, I'll just read some information that I got. Basically, it says, the little bacteria that gets inside the eye triggers the immune system in the eye, which is the problem. Recent years, they have been putting a medicine called Genoctin, or Gentosin, in the back part of the eye, but it's a special preparation, which is the thing that they're planning on trying to do here at Cornell as of the time of this filming. It's kind of frustrating that there really wasn't anything that we could do to prevent this from happening. It's not like I could go out there and just euthanize an entire deer herd or fence off the entire area and prevent deer from getting into an area. There are lots of farms around here that have put in 10 to 12 foot high fences surrounding their entire farms. All it takes is one tree and the deer get stuck inside there. Nor is it the deer's fault that they have these things. This is just an unfortunate consequence of life, is what this is. So, it is what it is. All the veterinarians have said there's nothing that you could do to prevent it. Deer do what they do. Argento's body reacted the way that it did. This is the outcome. We are thankful this is not a death sentence for Argento. This isn't like the horse is being put down as we speak or anything like that. But him losing his eyesight at such a young age is sad. There are horses that have gone completely blind and are able to live a good life. But the importance of that is that they are in an area that they remembered from when they had eyesight, and they were able to be kept in a small herd scenario. Argento's been on our stable for a very long time. Driving him to Cornell University, he was very upset and scared, and he hollered half of the way to New York State coming out of the trailer, which was sad to see and experience. So he definitely knows the stable, but with him being young and in a big herd, there's a high probability that he'll be picked on, meaning we may need to separate him from the herd and put him in a small environment, which could lead to him potentially running through fence lines. There's a whole bunch of consequences that come from having a horse that is blind. Him having one eye is not as problematic, and there's a potential for him moving forward, and it's just something that you have to live with, but it is very sad that this is something that's happening. So it is what it is. Thank you in advance for all of your support in the comment section. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Joel. This is A Stable Life. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.